Thank you so much to Tanbir for creating this Preppin Data Challenge for us. So we have two inputs this week. We've got one that tells us all the scores for the tests of the students. That was just loading up there. So I've got each student ID, student name, the subject, their test score, and what date that test was on. And then I've also got information about the attendance of these students, so the student name and their attendance percentage. So our first step here is to bring these two data sets together by joining on the student name field. So that's being done here. We can see that we've got 20 rows in each of our inputs and then 20 rows coming out of this join step as well. So that's all working as we expect it to. Next up, we're going to look at our subject fields. We can see they're actually not spelt very well, so we're going to double click in there and rename them. Oh, we can't actually do that in a join step. I was just going to demonstrate it even though it's being done in the clean step here. But I will show you what I mean here. So double click there and just rename that field. Just type it in, and we do that for English and science to make those spelled correctly now. Then what we're going to do is we're going to clean up our student name here, so replace that underscore, so split them up into first name and last name, splitting on the underscore. So we can do that by going to our menu here and saying split values, automatic split. So that will give us a first name and a last name field. We can just remove the fields that we don't need here. And then we're going to take our test scores, which at the moment have a decimal point to them, and we're going to just round them to the nearest whole number. So we can do that using a round function. So we can just make that a test data integer. So it's making an integer value rather than a decimal value. And we're just using that round function there on the test score. And then finally, we're looking to just create a categorization for high attendance, low attendance, and medium attendance. So that's looking at the attendance percentage field. So we're creating an attendance flag. So if it's greater than 90, then it's high attendance. If it's greater than 70, then it's medium attendance. And if it's otherwise, if it's below 70%, then it is low attendance. And then we're just renaming some fields here. So rather than that field before being test data integer is now test score integer, and removing the test date because that's not something that we use in this challenge. So thanks again to Tanbir for creating this challenge, and thank you also for watching.